there. But yeah, so I shot like 3 videos with no sound. How annoying is that? How annoying is that? I was just like, okay, I got some 3 videos, nothing. And usually that would put me into bed. I was just like, you know what, forget it. And I was just like, forget it. And I said, you know what, I think I just didn't need to say, because that never happened. And usually I say everything is a sign, there's no coincidence. I really think I didn't need to share those videos because it's just like it wasn't important. And I was gonna make a TikTok today, and what was so funny is that I was gonna make another one, and I was talking, I was recording, and nothing came out. Like, the words that were saying were useless, and I kept on deleting. I'm like, you know what? When I'm like this, I don't need to post. But I don't think everybody's like that. It's just like when there's a sign where it's like, you know, of course there's things that don't work out the way we want it. But that doesn't mean that it's not for us. Maybe it's just not for us at that moment. You see what I'm saying? There's moments where you need to push, and there's moments where you just be like, okay, I guess that right there, it needs to come to me. And it took me a while to understand like the yin and yang and the flow of the universe, and trying to figure out like what to say, when to say it. And I don't know, as you elevate higher mentally and intellectually and spiritually, I honestly feel that something kind of basically just holds your tongue and be like, nope. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever worked in like sports, and like your coach or your, if like for me, like I did dance, and my mom used to give me like a face, like the mom face, like, like she'll just give you a look like, pick a struggle. Like, she didn't have to say anything and give you a look. I feel like sometimes like my body will intuitively know when not to say something, because it will just literally hold my, like I can feel it just be like, shh. Like, it would be like, like I physically can't talk and be like, it would just naturally hold back. I'm like, if I feel that, I'm not going to say anything. Sometimes you just say one thing and you let it go. That's honestly how I feel. That is honestly how I feel. And 2023 honestly taught me that, where I don't need to say everything, because not everybody's going to take it the right way. And I have worked on my delivery, even though I never delivered it in my perspective in the wrong way. I always felt like I was saying stuff genuine, but you know, sometimes when you're on a different vibration, it can come off a different way, and I don't want to neglect other people's feelings, but I'm just like, I'm really just trying to help. But I've learned, unless you ask me to help, I'm not saying anything. Unless like I can actually see like, hey, I know you need help, let me help you. But if you refuse, you refuse. You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, I know how to like, I call Earth, I call this life, I don't know the best way. The best way is when I used to have a Game Boy, and my mom bought me like the Pokemon games, and each time you get a new world with the ever like colored card. So each time you upgrade to a new world, and that's how I kind of see it. And you start off at 1, right? You start at the door, you pop up, you're like, ooh, and you're like there, and then you gotta walk on this trail, and you go into like a different dimension, and you saw that level, and you come right back out, and then you go into a different dimension, you come back up, and you see what I'm saying? But you learn different tricks and strategies through that level that you're working on, and you're like passing it. Sometimes you fail, sometimes, and you know, you're like, okay, I can't do it this way to solve this level, I gotta try, let's try this way. And then you finally beat it, you feel relieved, you beat it, and you go back up to the level that you started, and you go to the next level. So it's just like you're going on to this loop. And I honestly thought about like the Pokemon games. I'm like, oh my gosh, Earth is like the Pokemon game. Like mentality is kind of like the Pokemon game, where you go through these levels and you're trying to like, you know, beat, you know, the bad guy and make sure you got your coins and stuff like that, and rewards, and you know, like almost like Mario. And you go back up and you do the next level. So the lessons that you learn through the levels of going under and then coming back up help you and train you to be better to the next, because you can't go to the next level if you didn't learn how to pass level 1. You see what I'm saying? Growth. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say.